Hi and welcome to Castle Dinas Bran, which is in Llangollen here in North Wales. Absolutely fantastic. This is an awesome place for sunset photography, which is why I'm here today. I've got about 3 hours. I'm going to do a bit of scoping out. I'll hopefully capture some images before sunset as well and share those with you. But let's make our way up. I'll just show you the path now. Just going to make our way up the short path, short but steep, up to the castle. You can't actually see it from this angle. And as we make our way up, you can see behind me the panorama skyline. That's what it's called, this panorama way. That's the road that leads at the bottom of it. And it's absolutely stunning views. That we could get an absolutely stunning sunset tonight. And this is an absolutely amazing place for sunset. So fingers crossed, I've got my gloves on because it's freezing this wind, but fingers crossed we get a good sunset. So let's finish the hike up to the top. And here are the locals. Hello, you. Underneath Panorama Way, there you go. So I've got to the top now. I'd forgotten how short and steep it was. It's actually just so steep. It must be 25, 30 degrees in parts. But as you see, pretty much I am the only person here. I'm gonna do a bit of a scope out. This is all that is really left. There's those ramparts there. There's in the far corner, as you can see, just over there. And then if I spin us around, you've got Panorama Way, you've got Panorama over in the distance, and then you've got the final bit of wall. So there's just these small bits of wall left. I've scoped out where I'm going to be for sunset, which is just behind me. Let me spin around really quickly, which is just up there by the arch. There's a couple of people just turned up now. The sun is coming through the breaks in the clouds, absolutely amazing. Catching the valley on the other side, catching the trees. It's coming and going really quickly. I've cut a couple of images already, which I'll share in a very short gallery just in 1 minute. But as it's catching the light, it's so fast moving. I'm not going to be able to really record this, but so what I'll do is I'll include the technical data on each of the images. But you can see right now there's a beam of light coming right down into the fields in the foreground. And we've got the hill in the distance being hit right now and the trees. I'm actually, at this point, I think I'm going to put on my 100 to 400. And as the sun moves across, I'm going to try and pick out some of those really fine details. And one thing I should mention whilst doing this, you'll see in the background, the contrast is really, really at its max. We've got the sun and the edge of the clouds is pure white. We've got the really dark, deep shadows. So what's important here is to expose for the actual subject. So whilst zooming in, I'm actually zooming in on the detail. But if I'm catching the sky, I'm not worried about that because I'm going to crop slightly. I'm going to do some 16:8, maybe even 16:7 crops on these in the gallery. And then we'll get on to sunset. So we're just pre-sunset now. You can see the sun is just dipping below that cloud. I'm really hoping that's going to be a really nice shade of red soon, orange, red, purple, whatever colour it becomes. But you can see the rays coming down. So I'm just going to capture some pre-sunset rays. The rays through those trees are absolutely stunning. So I'm not going to do much talking here. What I really want to do is make sure I capture these images for you. But what my compositions are going to be the rays of the sun coming through those trees, zoomed in and also zoomed out as well, so we capture the whole essence. And I've got this arch in the foreground as well, which I'm going to create some silhouettes of, so you can see the image through the arch as well. Absolutely superb. So let me capture some of these, and I'll include these in a short gallery coming up, but I really want to make sure I capture these and not talk all the way through this little bit, so that you get some ideas of the compositions pre the sunset and how I'm going to use some of the features for both this and the sunset shots as well. And one thing I will say before I just show you this gallery is don't be scared in these situations to underexpose or overexpose. I'm going to crop some of these to really take out the overexposed highlights at the top. But silhouettes and effects like that in this kind of scenario are so strong for great images. And I'm still here pre-sunset. Some of these rays coming through the trees are absolutely stunning. I hope you can see those. I hope they're coming out in this video okay. Absolutely amazing. The sun is just really cutting. I am taking so many photographs. It's just starting to get a little bit of mist in the atmosphere as the sun gets lower, and it's creating the most amazing rays through those trees. I've actually got the 100 to 400 done because I really want to focus in on those rays and those trees. The 150 or the 18 to 150 was just giving me too much landscape that I didn't want. I really want to make sure I get those. So I'm really capturing these. Absolutely stunning here today. So it's one of the best locations there is around here. And oh, another one of the sheep are coming to join us. So yeah, absolutely stunning. I'm going to continue to take these and I'll share a short gallery with you straight away. Okay, so I enjoyed that gallery. The rays were a very pleasant surprise. The sun has come down below the clouds now, the rays have disappeared, there is still a little bit of mist there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the arch to really start to frame the sun and as it sets below those hills in the distance. I'm really hoping that those clouds come. Fingers crossed, we get a decent sunset through this arch. It's probably only about 15-20 minutes away, so I'm going to just bide my time a little bit, and the next time you see me, hopefully it will be sunset time. And if you're finding this useful, this video, and you like any of the photographs and find any useful tips, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support is massively appreciated. Thank you very much, and onwards with the video. So we've got the sun setting now, it's setting through the arch, it's just touching the tops of the mountains in the distance. All of the cloud that was there earlier, a lot of it has dissipated, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I suspect we're still going to get an absolutely beautiful colour out of the sun itself and the sky. Absolutely beautiful golden hour, and then the blue of the sky will be absolutely stunning. So I've got it set into portrait mode, vertical mode at the moment. We're capturing the arch with the sun straight through it. I'm going to capture some as well where the arch is in the right hand side of the image, and then the cloud and the landscape going off into the distance as well. So the sun is setting now, it's right on the peaks of the mountains opposite. Absolutely lovely. You probably can't see that composition, hopefully you can see that. So what I'm doing here is I'm using the arch to frame the sunset. Absolutely stunning. There's just the slithers of clouds running through the arch and across the sky are absolutely beautiful. I suspect that we're going to get a little bit of post-sunset colour in a minute. So I'm going to capture these ones as the sun is actually setting very quickly, and then I'm going to capture some post-sunset ones. So the sun's dropped down now below the mountains. You can see there's some colour starting to appear in the sky. There's some lovely colour in the sky down the valley that way as well. And there's some lovely colour down the valley. I'll just look through the arch. Some lovely colour appearing down the valley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these post-sunset shots now, and hopefully these will work. And I'll include these in the gallery coming up. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe. Your support for this channel is absolutely massive. Thank you very much, and enjoy this final gallery.